what? Life. Now look at something. When you look at the sea, when you look at shallow waters, when you go into any shallow water, what do you see?
The sand.
You can see sand, and you see what? And the water is clear. You can see the sand and you can see through the water because it's shallow. And in shallow waters, everything is what? It's clear. You can see, you can relate, you can move, you can run around it, you could go in and out and utilize it how much you want, right? Now, if you so choose to go into the deep waters, what you got to do? Before you even swim, what you got to do?
See how shallow.
You got to evaluate. You got to calculate. How far are you willing to go? How much, what you will need or what you would require in order to go out into the deep. When you are out in the deep, what color the water does be?
Blue. Black. Dark blue.
Say that again?
Black.
Black. The blacker the water, the deeper it is. Because once that water is deep and you can't see bottom, it is dark. Now, remember I said this scripture is the what? The living water. Christ claimed to be the living water. When you read the whole book of John, you see, he bring the Hebraic scripture, he bring the Torah, he bring every letter to life and what he is. And he's showing us that that which has been spoken in the Tanakh is revealed in Yeshua Mashiach. So now, what he is literally saying is that in this deep water, you got to properly well equip yourself in order to what? To go out there. Because when you go out there, you are in the deep. And we see Christ always dealt with water. Peter walked on the water. But once he took his eyes off, he started to sink. But you see, with all the storm rage, remember, Jonah on the whale, remember, the pattern of the Red Sea, remember, all these events with water. Yeshua made a covenant with man. Man, where did he make a covenant with man? On his penis. The part where he will keep utilizing water and where the water of life is going to come from. And when he made the covenant with man on his penis, why did he make the covenant with man on his penis? It's to bring to remembrance that every time a man's penis rises, what he got to do? He got to look up. When the bishop rise and you look down, you're going to look up. This is why on the 8th day he had circumcision, and the cutting away and the removal of that foreskin is a reminder that if you use this penis in any way contrary to how you were designed, you are going to be cut off just as your foreskin have been cut off. You are going to be cut off just as your foreskin have been cut off. Circumcision is of the flesh, as is recorded, right? Is of the flesh. But what Paul come and say, circumcision is not of the flesh, but of the mind. Why is it of the mind? Why is circumcision of the mind? And when you look at that word, circumcision is mal. Mem, wav, lamed. Mal. Mem again. Wav and lamed. So the wav joined the lamed, and lamed is to teach. Now look at something so interesting. When you look at this word, mem, and you do a structured analysis of it, watch it. You have a kaf and a wav. The kaf is how much? 20, and the wav is how much? 6. When you add this up, how much you get? 26. 26 is the what? 26 is what? It's the name of God. So this letter in itself, just as the Lamed, is there to teach us a lot about who Yod-Heh-Wav-Heh is. So now the mem in itself is showing us who God is and how we represent God every time our penis or our vagina release these waters. You know, we in the Caribbean, you know, you say, the garden want water, I want to water the boat, I want to swim in the well. And the beautiful scripture says, drink running water out of thy own cistern. Proverbs 5. Go read it. And let that be the satisfaction of your lips. And let it only be the wife of thy youth. And you be enticed only by her breasts. Always. That is what the scripture